Hello, everyone, and welcome back to GlobeX Data's channel. On the previous video, we dove into Alain's background, but today we want to dive deeper into the company. But first off, Alain, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Michael. Hello to you and to everyone who's watching us.
Yep. Hello, everybody. And so let's get some answers out of Alain here. So GlobeX really focuses on data security, right? So why is that so important?
Well, it's important to have security and privacy. And how we do that is we basically don't use the third-party big tech platform like Amazon Web Service, Microsoft, which just got hacked, or Google. And we have our own platform, so we don't connect to everything. And we also have our own proprietary technology. We don't use open source coding. So you get the benefit of a more secure system, definitely more privacy. We also don't data mine your data. We're probably very unique in this case. Most people will data mine your data. And we store everything in Switzerland, which has the highest data privacy laws in the world.
Okay, so let's go back to a point you made there where Microsoft had a hack recently for people's business emails. This could not have happened with Secure, correct?
Correct. Well, you never say you never get hacked, but let's assume that we would be hacked. Our encryption and the way we store data, because we store each person data individually with a multiple encryption level around each user, which takes a lot of processing power, to put it simply. It's called a virtual vault technology. And because we don't transfer data over the internet, we only connect through our secure server, through our Helix technology, which is like a form of a direct pipeline to the server.
Mhm.
That eliminates, I would say, 99.999% of the time, any kind of successful hack. Our company in Switzerland has been in business since 2008. We have never had a successful hack. And even if there would be one, they would not be able to decrypt the data. So if somebody would have their email with us as opposed to Exchange server, definitely it wouldn't have happened like that. And let me explain to you and to everybody who's watching why this Microsoft was such a big deal, this hack. Because they get hacked on a weekly basis. What happened is this was not even in their cloud, which is even less secure. This was literally in people's servers, what we call on premise, these enterprise, these companies, the federal government. And what happened is this is related to another hack called a solar winds hack. If you Google it, you can look it up. During that hack, a lot of the source code of Microsoft was stolen. So now everybody is compromised. We are not connected. A lot of time customers says, well, I want to sign in with my Google account or my Microsoft account or my Twitter account because it's just easier like that. I call it the all everything connected culture.
Mhm.
We never apply those rules. We always resisted this kind of everything connected to everything. And now we feel a little bit more vindicated and we're getting like a ton of requests because people live with that Exchange server. And now there's only one option really, which is us.
Yeah. All right, and let's bring up another really good point here is that there are other services like Signal and Protonmail that claim to have security, but isn't there a fatal flaw in how they do things?
There's quite a few flaws. So a Signal, let me go with Protonmail. Protonmail, I know them quite well. They're now on AWS, Amazon Web Service. They also use open source coding, which they resell. So they do white label, they sell their technology to other people. Anything that's open source and you have millions of developers who worked on it, it's going to be hacked. Also, if you're on Amazon Web Service, as much as I really like Amazon a lot and I respect that company, they've had quite a few breaches as well. And of course, because it's a US platform, there is zero privacy because of the Cloud Act of 2018. We're not going to get into it, but you have no privacy. Now, as far as Signal, Signal is like any other application, including Telegram. First, they ask for your phone number. That's already the biggest flaw because now somebody has your phone number and your device ID. And Signal is also on AWS. I mean, I have Signal, I had WhatsApp, and whenever somebody goes on Signal on my address book, I would be notified. You know, how private is that?
Yeah.
Whereas if you go on Secure Messenger, which is our system, we never require your phone number. You're basically invisible and you're issued a SMID number. You can only add someone when you know their SMID number. Another cool thing about our app is that we're launching this month is you are able to message somebody that doesn't even have the service.
Hmm.
Because if you're on Signal or any other messaging app or text, A, you need the phone number, and B, the other person needs to have the same system. With Secure Messenger, the recipient gets an email and says, Alain wants to chat with you. They click and it opens a secure browser. So
Oh,
that person does not even need to register to our service. And then when the conversation is done, the person that initiated the conversation can terminate it remotely. That's a fantastic product because a lot of realtors, mortgage broker, lawyers, financial people, government, they all communicate with people outside of their organization. And that's a great way to guarantee the privacy for the sender and the recipient.
that's okay. Yeah, that's very true. So what, as you had mentioned before, a lot of these other companies use data mining and such to make money. So how does GlobeX make revenue off of users?
Well, we make revenue the old-fashioned way. We charge a subscription price, and our DNA is privacy. Our laws in Switzerland are very strict, but most importantly, our mission is not to data mine you. First of all, we cannot because of the encryption level and the architecture of our system. It would be impossible for us to do data mining. But also, it's not fair. Like you pay us your $10 or whatever every month, and we guarantee you that we're going to keep your data private. And that's why we don't offer a free service. So you pay us a subscription fee, and we guarantee that your stuff is safe. We're not interested in, privacy is the prime directive in our company.
True. And let's talk about those fees there along with the different levels of service because you guys have secure and you have secure safe. Can you dive into secure first a little more?
Yes, so Secure is the communication platform. So it comes with email and messaging. By the way, the email has a feature called Secure Send, which lets you send an email to anybody in the world. And even somebody that has like Gmail or what have you, they can click on a link and then communicate with you directly through our server, as we discussed earlier in Switzerland. And they can secure reply, guaranteeing themselves that privacy of reply without having to register to secure. So that's huge.
That is.
If you want to send banking statements or tax returns to someone, you would use Secure Send, Secure Reply. That way, that info is not on the internet. So Secure is $10 US a month. It's got the email and messaging. We are launching to the general public version of the Messenger only, probably by the month of May, and sometime in late summer, a video conferencing system as well, which we'll call Secure Pro. Now,
Wow.
Secure Safe is the document management, real-time backup, file share, password management, and it also comes with an email account. So it's a typical service for businesses that want it all in one. If you don't want to use one of the big tech, big cloud company that's out there, and you want privacy and back up your data in Switzerland, all your file folders, you use Secure Safe.
Wonderful. Can you talk more about who's already using the service?
Sure. So we have consumers all over the world. We've signed some partnerships. We have, America Mobile, which is the seventh largest telecom in the globe, is launching in April our secure messenger. They also have secure safe. We have the largest cybersecurity distributor in Latin America, Micronet, that is launching in Colombia and Panama in Q2. We signed a deal with Cinex, which is a New York exchange listed company. Cinex in Canada has 6,000 resellers. Now we're going to push secure through them. We have a partnership with another telecom in South Asia that we're finalizing. We have also in Australia, our own offices in Australia. We're discussing with banks and resellers, and we're making a big launch in Q2 in US to the general public. And we've compiled about 10,000 businesses to push our solution to for them to resell it. We
Mhm.
have accountants as well, lawyers, etc. So you have all sorts of people from consumers to big partnership. The partnerships are quite big. They're resellers.
Mhm.
And in Q2 of 2021, they are going to start promoting and selling our services. But in parallel, we are also going to go directly to the end user, whether they're a business or a consumer or a huge enterprise.
So, Elaine, I heard you guys were making a lot of traction in terms of distribution agreements. Can you please tell everyone more?
Sure, Michael. So we've done quite a lot of work in the last few months. So we signed a distribution agreement in Latin America with America Mobile, which was part of an older one. We're launching the messenger part in April. So that'll be nice. We have another distribution agreement in Australia that we signed, and we're actually talking to quite a few resellers and clients there. We probably will announce something this year in the Middle East, in the Gulf countries. We're very active there. There's a lot of interest. We have a couple of things we're doing in the US with some big media. We probably will be advertising on several websites for awareness. And we are going to announce, hopefully soon, a deal with the largest South Asian telecom, which is quite big. They're in 6 countries. We will start with one of them, and they have 150 million subscribers. So we're pretty excited. There's definitely a lot of demand. We're also going to announce something in Malaysia. I tell you, every month there's a distribution agreement. And what does it translate to? Because people ask me that. So if you want immediate result, you have to advertise to the public. In this case, the US is our best market. And then you get the revenues, 100% of them. These distribution agreement, including Cinex, by the way, traded in New York Exchange under SNX. Cinex is one of the top 3 wholesale distributor of IT service and product in the world. They got 6,000 resellers in Canada alone. In the US, they probably have 3 times the amount. So we're just starting up now, and the distributors take time. But what's good is that they have the client acquisition cost. We don't pay to acquire a client. And it's a great parallel to us going direct to some of the consumers. So they never stop. It keeps adding and adding. And these are businesses mostly that would buy from them. And businesses are less likely to change services, right? So I think all these agreements, I would say we're going to sign a new agreement at least one every quarter, a meaningful agreement. And by the end of the year, we're going to have quite the plethora of partners there to start pushing to the next level next year. We do want to be profitable inside of 18 months, and this is our prime directive. We're pushing heavily. I would say after the end of Q2, we can start to look at revenue increase.
Wonderful. So you guys are B2B, B2C, and B2B2C. So
Exactly.
you guys got it all covered. Is there anything else about the company you'd like to mention?
Yes, one of the partner, I should mention them, Remax, the largest international real estate franchise in the world, selected Secure Safe and Secure now for all of their agents in the US and Canada. They have a cloud platform that an agent can go and buy little services for their businesses, and we're the only security application there. So once that moves forward this year, we've already had a couple of other real estate companies contacting us. I think it's going to be an industry standard to use secure messenger or secure send. Um, as far as anything else, well, I would say watch this space, as they say. This is a company that has plenty of cash to execute its plan. We have no debt. Management has over 40% of the ownership in the company, so that's a lot of skin in the game. We have a long-term vision for the company, and we plan to be profitable inside of 18 months from now. And we also plan down the road to pay a dividend to all our shareholders with some of the profits that we would make. So cash rich, we're fine. Product is ready. Big partnerships globally in 5 continents, and an audience now that is really looking for privacy when they communicate or store data. And notably in the US, it's very big right now. So we're going to basically optimize that and capitalize on it.
Wonderful. Well, Elaine, thank you so much for diving so deep into the company. I think you answered a lot of questions, but if anyone happens to have any more questions, please shoot them to us. We'll be happy to answer them. Follow us on all the socials. We'll leave links below. Elaine, I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks everyone for watching.